Last round was rough. Obviously, I did get my target out, which was Bryce, but I kind of blew up my game in the process. I'm hoping that this round I can fly under the radar a little bit because I did create a lot of chaos last round. And if anything, at least I look cute if this is my last night.
I am the most nervous I have been probably the entire game, and with all the twists and turns that have been happening the last couple rounds, I'm not sure exactly where my place in this game is. My goal this round is just to talk to as many people as possible and figure out where the votes are lying and who's exactly with who, because at this point, I have no idea.
After last round, I feel a lot of hope coming into this round. I think I just got off a very huge move, and I think in this game, I know nobody really wants to target me, especially since last round, nobody took that opportunity. So I'm a little confident going into this round.
I feel like I'm in a good standing right now. Going into this round, honestly, I'm comfortable, and that scares me. I've been playing middle game like you wouldn't believe, and it's paying off, so I feel pretty good going into this round. Famous last words.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 24 of this competition. After surviving a heated double elimination the other night, I'm sure you are all eager to speak to one another. Unfortunately for you all, if you want the opportunity to strategize with your fellow players, you are going to have to make a sacrifice for it. What do I mean by that? Well, let me explain more. This round is called Stay or Go, and here's how it'll work. Tonight, we will hold a safety competition in which up to 2 players can earn safety. However, unlike previous rounds, the safety competition will be happening at the same time as your deliberation period. This, of course, means the longer you stay in the competition, the less time you have to strategize with your fellow players.
I probably need the conversations more than most people, and not having them might just be the sole reason why I go home.
This is complete deja vu for me because earlier in this game, we had the stay for clue about the rogue, and I know my stubbornness in that last round was something that could have cost my game then. So this round, I'm very nervous.
The competition will work as follows. In a few moments, I will ask you all to mute yourselves and turn your backs to your screen. If at any point you turn around, you will be eliminated from the challenge. If you remain with your back to the screen for the entirety of the 30-minute period, you will have completed the challenge. However, waiting for 30 minutes doesn't necessarily guarantee you safety. Only 2 spots are up for grabs, meaning that if more than 2 players stay throughout the whole competition, no one will get safety. Since you'll have your back turned to your computer, you won't be able to see how many players are still vying for safety, making this competition a leap of faith. Once the 30 minutes is up, both the competition and deliberation will end, and we will head directly into the elimination ceremony. Additionally, it is important to note that safety isn't the only thing up for grabs in tonight's competition. At a certain point, those left standing will be offered a temptation for a secret power in the game. So the choice is yours. Do you want to stay in the safety competition or go off to strategize?
This twist is extremely complicated because you don't only have to figure out what you want and what you prioritize in this game, whether it be power or safety or the social aspect. The harder part is that you have to figure out what everyone else is thinking, because if you don't know where everyone's at, then you don't know if you should even go for safety, because if you go for safety and everyone else goes for safety, you can't get it and you've wasted your time.
After last round, I feel very confident with everybody. So I feel like this is the first round that I really want to go for safety. I have not been too safe in this game, and it would be very nice to just solidify safety for a round.
Before we even started the comp, I already saw Riot tying a scarf, going into a fight mode like she did when she won the competition against Sean. So I'm like, okay, Riot is not budging.
I know I am the number 1 target right now, and so this twist is very uncertain because both options for me have very big downsides.
Your challenge starts now.
I don't feel the need to win this competition because I have a sinking suspicion nobody will win this competition, and I have a lot of tracks to cover from last round, so I am very anxious to get out of this Zoom and get into the deliberation.
It's no brainer. I love talking. I want to talk to people. I want to get information from people, so I know I need this full 30 minutes to strategize.
I would like to get an advantage this round of power, but I am worried that if I wait for the advantages, I'll miss a lot of deliberation time. And since I won't know who's dropping, it's possible if I drop too late, by the time I start the deliberation, people will have already decided to vote against me, and that makes me nervous. I see that a couple people have dropped so far, and so I know that as soon as I get out, I have to get in a call with those people and figure out how to stay this round.
Child. I knew I could not stay for 30 minutes because I would go insane. Now I saw someone that I consider an ally, and I want to use this opportunity to strengthen our relationship. I've been wanting to talk to you, because I know you're not part of the Bryce Alliance, but how are you feeling so far?
I don't feel great with Ivan, but since we're like 2 people out of the comp, I think we should try and work together to come to a common target. Henry and Gabby both betrayed their #1 ally last round, and I think that's like sus. And so I feel like they're playing really hard. I love Henry. I don't want to like turn against Henry. I just am getting really suspicious that he's working with Gabby and Sean. Henry picked Sarah Beth for the safety chain and then voted her out. And I know Gabby and Bryce used to be close. So I was just like, I don't know, like ever since that Sarah Beth and Bryce elimination, like I kind of don't trust them, and I would be okay with one of them leaving at this point. It would be kind of stupid not to take one of them out this round because they're playing so hard.
The way Gabby cut Bryce is scary. She's going to cut me in a heartbeat. If you can betray someone like that fast, what are you going to do to people you've not been talking to like that since the beginning?
Exactly.
But I'm very sus of both of them, like really, really sus of them. Okay, this is good. This is someone I can really talk game with. But no matter what happens this round, I don't want both of us to go on because I feel like we are very important to each other's game if we want to have a chance at all in this. Because I know you play an honest game. You're very straightforward. You're not Gabby that just brings out knife at final time.
I told myself going into this round that I wanted to fly under the radar, that I wanted safety if I could get it because my name is probably being talked about. But knowing myself and who I am, like, I'm going to want to talk to people. So this is a very difficult decision for me.
This round, I really need to go for safety. I'm just worried because I don't know where everyone's head's at, that if I don't go for safety, that I could be eliminated, and I don't want to make that mistake. Worried as I am about my social standing, it's better if I go for safety rather than try to build connections, especially since the last few people that I've tried to reach out to that have been outside of my original alliance have been ignoring my calls. So something tells me that they don't necessarily want to communicate, and if they don't want to talk to me, I'd be wasting my time. So for me, it's safety or power.
I want to talk to people. I'm fully ready to connect with the team and vote someone out. If enough people sort of leave, then it's just easy. We can pick someone off who's been staying because there's no way. I just think too many people are going to get greedy. I know that Sean really feels like he's in not a great situation. I know that CJ is really not in a great situation. And I think that Gabby is playing well, but she is also someone who may be competing for safety. So for me, it's sort of a no-brainer. I know what I want to do, but I don't want to seem too confident, like I'm really secure or safe in this game. I am literally just counting down. Okay, has enough time passed that I can leave? Has enough time passed that I can leave? I'm not the first one. I can sort of hop. It's been enough time. Gotta go.
I'm sitting alone waiting for someone to call me for like 5 minutes. I'm realizing, has nobody else dropped yet? Have I made the wrong decision? Is everyone just gunning for this safety? Like, what's wrong with me that I'm the only one waiting around? Then luckily I get a call from Emily.
I wanted to at least pretend like I was gonna spend like 10 seconds, and then I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
Was anyone else gone or just me?
It's Riot, Sean, Gabby, CJ, Mead still left. We just sort of work through maybe who's staying, who ultimately we don't feel great about and who could become a potential target. Sean's an easy target. He has that advantage and he's so vocal. Sean is such a power player and it's just a no-brainer for us to try to take him out, but we need to figure out how to work around the advantage that he has.
I wanted Sean to have the fight pass to increase his target so that nobody would be looking anywhere but Sean and that we would be able to get him out as soon as possible. And even if we can't get him out, we'll flush the fight pass. I want that thing the hell out of here.
I have a massive target on my back, and I don't have many people who I really trust in this game, and I don't know who I can actually persuade with my words. If you go for safety and you don't get it, you lose out on safety and you lose out on discussion time. So the downside of going for safety is massive. I don't think anyone in this game is crazy enough to go for safety with how big the downside is. I have the fight pass in my back pocket, so I think I'm the only person willing to take the risk of going for safety because I have this fallback plan.
Do I think that I need to win this competition? Absolutely not. However, in my mind, I want to win this competition. I'm trying to concentrate and just tell myself that I should not turn around at all and that nothing should make me turn around. I feel like every single minute I'm waiting here, there's somebody that is in the same thought process, but they are going to completely succumb to their temptations and leave the Zoom so they can go strategize. So I'm hoping that this just goes down and down, and even if my strategy time goes completely away, I trusted the process.
I just talked to Ivan. We think that Henry and Gabby betrayed their number one allies last round. And so that's just like noted. I have a good relationship with Emily. I think I could get her to vote with me. Me and Emily formed a final two last round. I would love to like form a final two or something. Like I feel like we have the best working relationship. I feel like I don't trust a lot of people at this point, but I really trust you. I think that the only way that I can get Emily to get Ivan and Mead from targeting me is to really cement my relationship with her.
Absolutely. No, I feel the same. I feel like you say one thing and then you follow up and you actually do it. I get super good vibes from you. She's become a really valuable player and she's openly sharing information with me. And I think this is a relationship that I want to build up. Final two, let's go.
Let's go. I just think that both Gabby and Henry have a final two with Sean. That's my biggest concern.
I want more than anything to get Sean out of this game. Sean is just such a scary threat with that advantage too, and I like guessing the row. I feel like he's way.
Oh yeah, I mean, I even feel like I would vote for Sean in the final two, just because he's played such a good game. Like I don't think I can win against him. I don't think anyone can.
I cannot believe I've waited this long. Like, first of all, I'm kind of proud of myself, but second of all, why the fuck am I still here? And when are we gonna learn about this power?
Hello, everyone. Those of you left, as promised, I've decided to tempt you. If you would like to secretly earn an advantage in this game, you can forego this competition.
Me. I don't even waver. I don't even have a second thought in my brain.
In a moment, I will begin to count down from 10. If you would like to earn this advantage, you will need to raise your hand. Anyone who raises their hand will be eliminated from the competition, but only the first to raise their hand will earn the advantage.
I don't even care about safety anymore. I want to talk to people and I want to have an advantage in my back pocket so that if I need to play it tonight or even in the next few rounds, I have it.
Now that I know how to get the power, I'm really, really considering it. It's simple. I just gotta raise my hand faster than everyone else.
We will start now. 10, 9, 8, 7.
I don't want to get greedy. I already have one big advantage in this game in the fight pass. My safety is way more important than another advantage.
I do not want to give up safety for anything right now. I need to just shake this advantage off because at this point, it's not worth it.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In the end, I have decided just to stick it out and go for safety because I think the majority of the other players will decide to go for power or for deliberation, and that gives me the best chance of at least getting something if I choose to go for safety.
Haha, bitches! No one else went for it either! Ha 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 ha! I got a power! Congratulations! You have earned the multiplier advantage. This power offers you the chance to multiply your vote by 0, 1, 2, or 3. These 4 options will be hidden in 4 briefcases, meaning you will have a 1 in 4 chance of picking each of them. Whichever you pick will determine what your vote is multiplied by for the round: doubled, tripled, taken away, or unchanged. You can use this power once. This power can be used through the final 5. Okay, this is so slay for me because I have a 50-50 chance of getting something good, right? So I could get my vote doubled and I can get my vote tripled. That's great. Now the other 50% is also not that bad because 25% of that is me just keeping my vote the same. Now the 0 is what I am worried about, and briefcases do not work well for me. I was nominated the first round because I picked the wrong fucking folder. I'm just happy that I have something to play with, and I am not telling anybody about this power.
I know that staying in this competition right now is a huge gamble. I have absolutely no idea what people are discussing. What I do know is that anyone who's already left the competition is going to be targeting the people who are still in this competition. They have no reason to be targeting each other. So by staying in this competition, I am letting people freely talk about me behind my back. A lot of it comes down to who within the competition has people in the deliberations to advocate for their safety.
I feel like the 4 of us leaving might put a target on our back. They might try to get one of us out for not competing. So I was thinking maybe we could all talk about putting our votes in one place. My goal for creating this group is to make sure we all vote together.
We want to pull in one more vote, right? So we have the majority.
One more person can drop at this point in time. We can just form an easy voting block.
Who do you guys feel like would be the easiest to pull in? And then we shouldn't vote for that person.
Oh, Gabby's out.
As luck would have it, right as we're talking about that, Gabby announces to the entire group that she has dropped from the competition. I say, why don't we pull her in and just vote 5 strong?
I just think strategically, we could do the easy thing, or we could try and get out a big threat.
Does anyone have a strong relationship with Gabby? I don't know how I feel about not voting for Gabby right now. I feel like she might be cutthroat after last round.
I mean, who else would we pull in for the Gabby vote?
Yeah, so I think we just have to pull in Gabby and vote for one person to make sure we're 5 strong.
It makes the most sense. It's the most strategic thing to do, but I was hoping we could vote her out.
Ultimately, we decide, what the hell? We can have our voting block. We have our majority if we welcome Gabby in. So we just pull Gabby right into the chat with us. Gabby!
Hello. Gabby, did anything happen yet with the advantage?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Okay, sorry.
Of course I heard about the fucking power. And of course I have it. Come on, people. But I'm going to continue lying about it. I really don't want anyone to know.
15 minutes has passed and Gabby has dropped. She has an advantage.
Gabby, we were saying, should the 5 of us just vote 5 strong today?
Yeah, voting block. It's right here, right?
Yeah. So the 4 options then are CJ, Riot, Sean, and Mead. We were kind of just weighing pros and cons with all of them. Sean, the advantage is a pro if we flush it, a con if he uses it against one of us. Coming into this chat, my biggest target that I want to get out is Sean.
The difficulty is his stupid fucking advantage.
It's a competition, and he has a 50-50 shot of winning the comp.
It's just going to keep getting stronger, this power, as time goes on. Mathematically, there's just more likely of a chance that he pulls me into a competition as time goes on. So I'm ready right now to put Sean's name down.
I don't feel comfortable competing against Sean, so I don't want to vote for him. I'd rather risk losing to Sean at Final 2 than going out at Final 9. So there is no way I'm going to vote for Sean.
I think people, because he hasn't really won a comp yet, people forget that he came in 2nd in mine, 3rd in Mead's comp. He won the green team, that triangle puzzle. He is good at comps. I think there's a chance that Sean picks me, so I definitely am nervous about that. I don't have a working relationship with Sean at all.
We are not safe. He can choose any of us. So I don't want to vote for Sean. we are not voting for Sean. Whatever they're throwing in, I'm going to be shutting it down.
If we vote him out any round, he's gonna use it.
Right.
I just am very like, get this shot over with. I am getting nervous because I'm the one who gave him that fight pass. If I'm not able to deliver on then getting him out and flushing the fight pass, then I'm screwed, and I made that flip last round pretty much for nothing.
Not to shade at all, but I'm like, I would feel so much better if Sarah Beth had that fight pass right now.
I think
She might not want to come.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like anyone's going to budge, which is just really annoying. And it probably means we're going to have to target someone tonight that shouldn't go home.
I'm sitting there, it's real silent, and it's actually kind of peaceful. I've had a very busy day, so I'm kind of loving the silence, having a little meditation moment, and I go, I don't think I need safety. I know that's arrogant of me to say, and I wouldn't say this in front of another player, but there's some part of me that's so unworried right now. In the instance that all of us are up for elimination, I don't think I'm going home. I feel pretty good with a majority of this game that they don't want me to go home. They want to see me move further with them in this game. If I stay in here and I get safety, whatever, I got safety, that's chill. But if I stay in here, the more likely thing is I ruin safety for the entire competition. And I think the people who really want safety are going to be the easiest targets to send home. So I just want to make sure we have easy targets going into this vote, in which there will be very little deliberation. If I have to make a vote off of no deliberation at all, I want to have an easy target. So I just decided to sit there.
I don't know about how you guys feel, because the remaining three options are CJ, Mid, and Riot.
I feel like Riot, I think should stay for now too. So then Mead is kind of the other maybe option.
I'm not voting Mid this round because Mid is a number for Ivan. Mid is a bigger target in front of me. So that's why I don't want to vote out Mid this round, because anytime it's Ivan's name going around, there's always Ivan and Mid's name going around. So I feel like if Mid goes out, it's going to be just Ivan.
A lot of people know that we've been working together in the past, and I'm a little worried that this narrative has gotten out so much. Mead is so stupid well connected in this game at this point. He's clearly working with Nora and with Gabby, and he's got such a hold on Ivan. And I think that this is such a major opportunity where we just have the numbers. Do you think, Ivan, there's any benefit from kind of cutting that umbilical cord and being separate? That way your future is not tied to whatever happens to Mead. Because he is a bigger threat, and I don't know.
I thought myself, Emily, and me were the trustees. I thought we were like a trio. You're supposed to be defending me as well. I don't like that. And that's one thing about Emily. Emily would never say anything to defend you.
Ivan is a little bit stubborn, so I feel like we're so much more likely to compromise with him than him compromising with us. I like Mead. I don't necessarily want to vote him out, so I will go with whatever you guys want to do.
Same.
I don't want Mead to go home. I also don't want Riot to go home. I feel like CJ is just the easy vote at this point. It sucks because he's not a threat. But it might be the easy vote.
I don't want CJ to go. I kind of try and get the target off CJ's back by just being like, look, I don't know, because I think it's about who has better connections. We don't want to waste a round.
CJ does not have a lot of allies. But
no allies.
Someone is going to pick CJ up and use CJ to make moves, and that move can be against you. I don't care how much social capital anyone has in this game. If you're loyal to me, you're loyal to me. If you're not loyal to me, you're someone anyone can pick up and use against me in the future rounds. So to me, CJ is a huge threat.
I really do not want to see CJ go tonight. But I want to play it off that I don't really care, just because I don't want anyone to be suspicious of our relationship. I also just feel like CJ's not playing a great game. Last round, he lied to everyone in the middle of that ceremony saying he wasn't in the alliance when we all knew he was in the alliance. For some reason, I don't think we should go out CJ tonight. I don't know why.
I just think that it would be a waste of a round to cut someone with no connections.
We come to a point where we rule out all 4 people left in the competition, and we're at a standstill.
We just are having a really difficult time landing on someone to vote for.
The whole time I'm waiting, I'm wondering if I'm making a big mistake and that maybe I should have just chosen to speak with the people I need to speak with, because In order to make a vote happen, you have to have numbers.
Hello, everyone. There are about 10 minutes left. Just to let you know, if things stay the same, no one will win safety. Again, there are 10 minutes left, which could be all the time you need to protect yourself if your name is out there tonight.
When Anthony tells us that we don't have a chance at safety right now, I know not to panic. And I'm just going to let everyone else drop, stay calm, and collect safety.
I know that somebody is thinking, oh my god, I'm about to waste 10 more minutes if I sit here. So I know that someone's gonna drop.
This situation I'm in right now is a perfect example of the sunk cost fallacy. What the sunk cost fallacy is the reluctance to change courses based on the perceived investment you've already made into your current path. Anyone else still in this competition has already invested 20 minutes into safety. And so I think it is really unlikely that anyone is willing to change their course and go for the discussion. Since I don't know how many people are still in this competition, my fear is that there could only be 3 of us left. And if I drop out now, the other 2 people who everyone is talking about will be given safety. And I will be the only person that will be exposed. And so I will be the easy vote.
Anthony's announcement, big confirmation to me that I'm fucking up some people's day. I'm relaxing. I'm just letting my thoughts come by, you know? They just kind of come and go. Surely before I know it, 30 minutes is up.
To start off, I will announce the results of our safety competition. The winners of our safety competition are no one. So everyone is up for elimination tonight.
I've had a lot of downs in this game, but this feels like the worst right now.
In retrospect, I feel like I just made a really dumb decision. They have the majority, and so one of us who competed in the challenge is going home, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Honestly, I feel like I should stop trying to listen to my heart when it comes down to this stuff. Because in this game, I feel like I wait so long for something that is not there.
Perfecto. Exactly what I was hoping for. This is exactly what I want. I don't want anybody to be safe.
I am thrilled that no one got safety. This means that we can go with our top choice at this point in time. There's no need for consideration. No one is flipping a vote. We're solid on the plan and we can enact it.
We are now going to go directly into our elimination ceremony. As I said, no one has safety tonight. Some of you stayed in the competition. Some of you left it to go deliberate. Who wants to take the floor for starting words of tonight's conversation?
The few of us who did end up dropping out of the competition were wondering who you would pick in a fight. Sean.
If I play my fight pass, I prefer not to say.
Okay, work.
If I do use my fight pass tonight, and if I am targeted tonight, no one is off the table, so be prepared. I am not stupid. I am not going to tell you who I'm using the fight pass against, because as soon as I say who I'm using it against, everyone else has no incentive not to vote me out.
Okay, let's stick to the plan, everyone.
Okay, hold on. I want to say something. If y'all are planning on voting out Sean, just say that. But what is the plan? Like, what are y'all talking about? I didn't get to have this communication. Y'all better throw something out there. I think this is a testament to how stubborn I am. Like, honestly, in the one challenge, I sat there for 20 minutes arguing why we should just not go for safety so we can find out who the rogue is. And no one should be surprised that I did not deliberate. I was sitting here trying to go for safety because I'm very stubborn. So I was sitting here, I kind of was trying to take a nap, but I was also stressing myself out.
I made that same mistake, Riot, both times choosing to just stay when maybe I shouldn't be doing so. If Sean's plan A or plan B, who's the other name? And if everyone was in that conversation other than Sean, myself, and Riot, it would leave myself or Riot.
I guess if I can have the floor, I would like to make a pitch. I want everyone to understand that I am not as big of a threat as they think I am. So, based on last round, it seemed like everyone thought I had the best shot at winning the game. And I fully believe out of everyone here, I actually have the worst chance. Because there's 2 requirements to win the game. The first is winning over the jury. I think I could win over the jury. And I think if I'm in the final 2 with anyone here, I think I'll win. The issue is the second requirement is actually getting to the final 2. And I don't see a single way I can get to the final 2. And let me explain why. Everyone here has made it clear that they think I'm going to win. So no one is going to bring me to the final 2 as a GOAT. As demonstrated by the safety chain, no one here considers me their ride or die. Every single other person in the final 12 had somebody willing to put them on the safety chain. So no one is going to bring me to the final 2 as a ride or die.
Sean is trying to save himself, and he's mentioning right now that he has no ride or die or no anything, and I almost feel slightly shaded by that. I feel like in this game, I had Sean's back. I know that I'm very well connected with Sean, and Sean is my ride or die in this game.
My only way to get to the final 2 is through comping out. But there's an issue with that. Today, just out of curiosity, I watched the finale for both season 1 and season 2, and there is one consistent theme with the challenges that appear in the final 4 and final 3. They're all memory competitions. And you might not believe me, but my memory is atrocious, and it's not actually always been this way. I used to actually have a great memory, but I would like to bring this out. I was in the hospital today. I've been in the hospital 26 times within the past year. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with treatment-resistant depression, which means regular antidepressants don't work on me. So for the past year, I have been constantly in the hospital being treated with ketamine to try to fix my depression. The good thing is it's worked. I am feeling a lot better. I can actually participate in this because of the treatment. The downside is my brain has suffered, and has suffered a lot. I don't know if it's the depression. I don't know if it's the ketamine. I don't know what it is, but my memory does not exist. I can do puzzles. I can do some competitions, but I am not a comp threat. And I will not be able to bring myself to the final 2 by winning out. That's just a fact. So my grand scheme of this is every single other person here has a better chance of making it to the final 2 than I do, because no one's going to let me survive the final 4 or the final 3, and I have zero ability to bring myself to the final 2. I have no idea how people are reacting to what I'm saying. I think everyone is going to take it with a grain of salt because they know I am playing this game extremely hard. And so they're probably thinking I am lying or exaggerating, but I'm not. I am an extremely open and honest person, and everything I'm saying right now, I wholeheartedly believe.
CJ, this is why we're going to be friends in real life. I believe everything that Sean has talked about in this competition. I believe that he, was bullied growing up. I believe that he has depression. But I don't need to know about it for 20 minutes. You're not going home. Just stop.
I'm glad he's getting help, but I was just taken aback at that story.
I think it's very beautiful that he's opening up with this story, and I honestly believe, hey, he may not do well in a memory challenge later in the competition. But I'm also thinking to myself, why would we let him get to the point where he can even try?
I asked you who you think is the biggest threat to win, since you don't think that you have a chance.
No, I'm genuinely not sure. I feel like after last round, I think literally anyone here could win. So, aside from myself. But I don't know who the biggest threat is. And obviously I haven't been part of conversations tonight. So I don't know where the alliances lie. I don't know anything.
Sean, can I ask you something?
Yeah, go for it. I'm an open book.
Why did you only watch the final 4, final 3?
Oh no, I'd seen I binge watched the seasons like a week or two ago, but I forgot what the competitions were. Again, I'm trying to think of if I'm still around, how am I going to get to the final 2? And after rewatching those competitions, I don't think I have a path to the final 2.
But you have a path to the final 5, right? Or 4, whenever your pass expires?
My pass, yes, works until the final 5. And then from there, it's useless. So that's the thing. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, theoretically, my pass protects me till the final 5, but then I'm dead in the water.
That's what I want to point out.
People might see Sean's fight pass as a big threat in the game, but today I don't see it as a big threat if it doesn't come to play. If we don't vote Sean out, the fight pass is not coming to play. Period.
I feel like it's more dangerous because we had a conversation and we were like, fuck, we can't vote out Sean. Because Sean's going to use his fight pass.
So there's 2 ways to look at it. The first way to look at it is if I play it, I can still go home. The other way to look at it is if I play it, I can choose somebody, and I plan to choose somebody who is well protected in this game and who I don't think I could rally a vote against. Because then if I can eliminate them, there goes somebody out of the game without me having to actually, like, rally a vote. I have a D8 dice in my Dungeons & Dragons case, but I'm more than willing to get that and to just roll it and let fate decide who I challenge. There is nobody in this game besides Riot that I wouldn't mind going up against.
It basically becomes a target for the rest of us. So that's why I think of it as like, you just guaranteed yourself to 5. It is such a dangerous power that none of us are going to want to vote Sean out until he doesn't have the power. So he's basically guaranteed a spot in final 4. And that's just so frustrating. It's like, I love Henry, but like, why didn't you think about this?
I'm going to just chime in here. So from what I'm gathering, it seems a lot of the focus of tonight's elimination has been around Sean's fight pass. Sean is the only name I've actually heard so far. There's some people who are left in the dark because they didn't have a chance to deliberate. If it's not Sean tonight, what are the other names? Or does everyone who just wasted away their deliberation time kind of have to reap what they sow and just cast a random vote? And how do those random votes potentially sway things tonight?
Well, there's no rogue in the picture anymore, so I think it's wherever the majority vote goes to. I think during the deliberation, because I did not stay for 30 minutes, so I think the discussion came down to connections, and at the same time, who people felt threatened by, decided to take a vote and agreed to vote out where the majority lied.
If anyone would like to fill me in on the plan or who I should be voting for, I would like to be filled in because I was not at any of the chats. I sat here like an idiot for 30 minutes. So I have no idea where my vote is going. I'm open. So if anyone would like to throw a name out or talk to me, here I am.
About half the people in this elimination ceremony are completely silent. They might be dead. I wouldn't know.
And we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we wait, and it's crickets. Nobody wants to say a name.
No words? Anyone?
If they cared about my game and me as a person and my position in this game, you would think that some of them would be trying to say something to me. But silence. Crickets. Nothing.
Okay, I guess I'll just throw a random vote somewhere. Hope it sticks.
If you wanted to be a part of this vote, if you wanted to join in, all you had to do was drop. That's what the rest of us did. We took a risk on not being safe, and we were able to deliberate because of it.
There were 3 people in here who raised their hands and said, I didn't deliberate at all. Those are, 3 collective numbers if you use this space to brainstorm. What is the hesitancy to do that tonight? What conversations can we have to move things, or should we just go to the vote? Is it just as simple as, again, another leap of faith?
I don't know who all else was not out there, So I don't know the conversations that were had. So for all I know, my name was the second option under Sean, and me trying to save Sean could potentially send me out the door.
I know there were conversations that I definitely was not a part of, but I have the general sense of what's going on. I can't say that it's a complete leap of faith, but I can't say that what I think is going to happen is going to be the reality. There are definitely people here that haven't said their decision. I think it's smart on their end, because if they deliberated or not, no one really needs to completely know that they went for safety or that they deliberated.
I actually feel kind of the opposite. I feel like everyone should say exactly where they were, because the information will get out. And for those who aren't filling me in, it just leaves me a little sketched.
These motherfuckers don't know when to shut up, man. I know that sounds harsh, but like, so many people have gone home in this game because they don't know when to not run their mouth. CJ and Riot. They couldn't stop talking. Right before the vote, they're just sweating. They're just sweating and going, look at me, vote for me. I'm scared to die.
I think we're ready to vote. Clearly no one's got anything to say, so I'm ready.
On that note, let's go to the vote. Please private message me your vote to eliminate now. If I call your name, please leave your camera on. CJ, Riot, Mead. Everyone else, you can turn your videos off. You are safe.
I thought Gabby asking me who I'd play the fight pass on was her way of saying, Sean, you are going home tonight. And to not only survive, but to not get a single vote is just confusing.
Mead. You can turn your video off. You are safe. CJ and Riot, it comes down to the two of you.
At this point, we've heavily weighed the pros and cons of getting out Mead, Sean, Riot, and CJ this round.
I'm leaning towards CJ because I'm afraid of...
I think it's a waste of a round, I gotta be honest. I don't want CJ to go. Ivan is not gonna budge on Mead. So to me, Riot is just the common ground. I think Riot and CJ both don't have connections, but Riot people like more than CJ. So Riot will probably get to final 3. I don't think CJ lasts more than a couple more rounds.
Riot is someone that a lot of people would want to take to the end of this game. I feel convinced about Riot based on that.
That's who I would most want to go.
So I'm not keen on sort of wasting this vote, if you will, on Riot. But it's all we can sort of seem to agree on. I don't think CJ is the right time. I think we go Sean or we go Riot based on where we're all at. I think those are the two that make the most sense or we can agree upon the most. So the vote goes Riot.
Riot's going home does not benefit my game at all. I never want to be part of a vote to send Riot out of its game. If Sean, Mead, and Riot vote CJ out, and I join them with my vote to vote CJ out, that's a 4-4 vote. If CJ does not know who to vote for and he throws his votes to anybody, it can be a tie, and I might still be able to get my way. I know they are all saying they are voting for Riot, but if they think I'm also going to vote for Riot, then they are delusional, because I'm voting for what's best for Ivan's game.
CJ and Riot, it comes down to the two of you.
I am okay to vote Riot. I vote with my group.
I vote for Riot. At this point, I need to stick with what gets me by.
So I vote for Riot. I am staying true to what I promised.
Unfortunately, I vote Riot.
I cast my vote to eliminate CJ because he's a threat to me, and I don't want to vote for Riot.
I vote for CJ. I think CJ is probably the one they're going for.
The only people I know that compete in the competition are myself, Riot, and CJ. I'm not voting for myself. Riot is my ride or die. That means the only hope for the two of us surviving tonight is for me to vote CJ.
I have decided to vote for Mead because I believe that everyone else is going to vote for Mead.
He's already voted me out in this game, and when he had the safety chain, he didn't give me safety. So I voted for Mead this round.
And the person eliminated and the third member of our jury is Riot. I'm sorry, Riot, but you have been eliminated.
Gooped, gagged, shook.
I did not expect Riot to be going home tonight.
I tried my best to protect Riot, and it sucks to see Riot leave this game, to be honest.
I don't regret anything. I feel like I came into this competition, I was completely myself, and I did not abandon that for anything. I stand by every single decision I've made. I feel like I went in this game and I played it to my best of the ability. And I don't regret a single moment, not even wasting 30 minutes of my life sitting here going for safety, even though I did not get it. And I think in the long run, I completely understand it, but I can't say that I'm completely down for it. I don't have any bad words to say because at the end of the day, I'm going to save that until jury. So thank you guys. It was fun. And at the end of the day, I hope that most of you do well. After hearing my elimination, I'm waiting a little bit for Sean to unmute and be like, you know what? I'm going to use the fight pass on Riot.
Thank you, Riot. You put up a great fight, but it's time for you to fight. I am a little heartbroken that Sean wasn't going to reach out his hand for me because I would have done the same for him. And it sucks. This is a game and he's in it for himself. And there can't be Riot and Sean winning this game. I feel like my elimination was in a way deserved. I think I fought in this game, but I had a little bit too much confidence that everybody was going to be as real as I've set myself to be. And I made the fatal mistake of trusting people in a game where trust isn't always a true thing. I stayed completely true to me, and I think at the end of the day, I played for all the people exactly like me. And I will say every single moment was worth it, and this is our moment. Congratulations, Final 8, for surviving another round of this competition.
After the elimination, I'm just thinking about how awful it is. I just lost my number one ally, and I remember I have a fight pass, and I didn't use the fight pass on Riot. It just didn't even cross my mind. I mean, I took ketamine this morning, so I'm fully aware my brain isn't, like, working at 100%, but this was probably my biggest mistake in this game. Like, without Riot in this game, I just don't see how I can succeed.
Riot, I'm really sad to see you go. You were so awesome. You're clearly someone that I think could have won this game. I actually voted that I wanted you to win this game. If it weren't me, I'm sorry to see you go, but keep slaying.
Riot, baby girl, big fan. I'm gonna fly out to come see you. We can hang out. I hope that you are somewhere right now, cracking that fan, and having a great night, not competing and being stressed all the time. Miss you, love you, baby girl.
Riot, I'm so sorry to see you go. I really would have preferred it to be someone else this round. I think there are some shady people in this game, and you are not one of them. I think that you are the most honest person in this game, and I really respect you as a person, and I'm going to miss you.
Right. I feel extremely guilty for what happened tonight. I could have saved you with my fight pass, and I don't know why I did it. I just completely forgot about the fact that I had a fight pass, even though it was constantly on my mind for the entire night. I can't defend why I didn't use my fight pass on you, and if I could go back and change things, I would have used my fight pass on you.
Hi Riot, I honestly wish this vote did not go this way. Never have I ever wanted to be part of the vote that will eliminate you in this game. I did not vote to eliminate you, but I'll be getting their ass for you. I hope you're still rooting for me as I'm rooting for you in life, and I hope you have fun in jury. Love you. That was a crazy round.
Yeah, it was.
I know that I wanted to talk to me because one thing I do in this game is if I'm going to protect you, I'm doing it because I have to benefit something in the future. So I decided to call me just to let him know what went down during the deliberation. Emily did not defend you when your name started going around.
Damn.
Emily did not support him, and I want him to know that because three of us are in the trustees, and if he's considering someone to go to the end with, I don't want that to be Emily. I want that to be me. Nora didn't defend you at first, but later on, she said she agreed with me that you shouldn't be the target. And then it was Riot. I voted for CJ because I'm not going to let them tell me what to do.
I don't know how it's going to pan out. I hope that the ties between me, Ivan, Emily, and Nora are real. And I hope I can bring the four of us to a Final Four.
I did not want to see Riot go. I felt like that was not a good move. I actually voted for CJ, to be honest. I'll be honest. I voted for CJ. I was hoping it was going to be a tied vote.
Ivan flipped on the vote and voted out CJ, which, like, it's just sus to, like, the whole round be like, let's vote together. We have to vote together. And then flip.
But it did not work out that way.
Yeah. It's just interesting, and I'm definitely keeping that in mind.
Oh my god, that question at the start that you asked me, I was like, fuck, it's me tonight.
Well, it would have been if you didn't have that power. I feel like I'm a very honest person when I want to be, and so I don't see any harm in telling Sean that he basically would have went home this round if he didn't have that fucking fight pass. And I think he knows that. I think he understands that.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. No, because honestly, like, there's two ways to go about it. It's either target me right now and force me to use it, or just let me get to Final Four and then vote me out then.
Yeah.
None of them want me to challenge them with the fight pass, and so they are all afraid to vote me out. This fight pass may secure me a spot in the Final Four just because everyone in this game is scared.
I have this realization that, like, if I can't get him out, like, I might as well work with him. To just be very plain and honest, I don't plan on getting you out until Final 5, so if you want to work up until Final 5, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that because, again, from my perspective, I don't think anyone's taking me to the Final 2. I just want to be in this game as long as possible.
Okay.
That's my goal. So, yeah, I'm down to work until then. I will worry about surviving Final 5, Final 4 when we get there, but if Gabby is fine keeping me around, then that's a good thing.
This might sound crazy, but I feel like everything I talked about this round just got flipped on its head, and I might actually be working with Sean moving forward. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting.
Right now, the person that I want to win the most is CJ. I feel like CJ has a good story, and I don't think that he is going to go anytime soon. He's going to hang in there, and I would love to see him win. If he doesn't win, I still want Sean to be my winner for this season.
Don't miss any of the action. Follow us on social media, and of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.